Hello, welcome back to the garden. So this one has been a much asked for video, so this is going to be an update for my clematis cuttings, but a general sort of propagation update. So what I've been doing, how I've been doing it, and show you the results after what seems like quite a long winter. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Quickly before we get into it, for those who don't know, I have actually moved house, so brand new garden, and my propagation bits I brought with me, existing plants I didn't, but luckily I did more clematis cuttings last October, I'm gonna say. I think it was October, and they're doing quite well, so I will show you those at the end. So number one is Monstera. So this is the deliciosa variety, so this has just dropped straight in water and that is doing absolutely fantastic. Don't think I did a video on this, but it's really easy. So if you've got a lot of house plants, especially this one, you can also known as the cheese plant, you can just take them off, sharp pair of scissors, knife, secateurs or whatever, and drop them straight into water, and that's doing fantastic. So that's I'm either going to grow that in water or repot that into like a houseplant style compost, which is almost like bark. Next up, another houseplant. This is actually monkey face Monstera. So there's a couple, it's actually 3 cuttings in there, all rooted really well. Really simple. So I'll pour one out to show you, but they just drop straight in water. Don't need to change the water, just top it up. They've sat on the windowsill again probably since about October, so what are we now, probably 5 months, and the root systems on these are doing really good. And if you just make that one out, there is, that's probably the smallest root system out of the 3, but as you can see where I did my cut just below this leaf node here, that's where all the hormone sits. Just wiggle my finger, and yeah, drop that straight in water. So I don't know if you've got those, they're doing really great. I pot these up probably next couple of weeks, like I say, in like a bark based house plant sort of compost. So my number 3 is actually Fatsia japonica. I've got a random house plant in the same pot as well, but as you can see, they've done absolutely amazing. Check the video out, it's doing quite well. I think it's got something like 1,500 views. My clematis one has done considerably better, although it's been longer, so that's another really good one. Again, I took it down below like a leaf node. It was just literally new shoots coming up from my existing plant, which I'll show you in a sec, and cut them off, dropped in some water. I haven't done anything with the water apart from topped it up, kept it on a bright windowsill. Again, October time, so 5 months, looking like that, and then this will get repotted into a multi-purpose compost. So this is the mother plant. I don't think we've got any more little shoots coming up. I'm probably going to let this bulk up a little bit now. It's worth noting that as it goes from water to soil, you have a little bit of a shock, and you don't sort of romp away quite so good, but they'll soon get over it. This season isn't the season where they're going to do great things, but next season they'll do really well. I'm actually going to pop mine straight into the garden, I think. It's worth noting that I've actually took these cuttings directly off the base. I won't take them off like the tops or the tips, because obviously you're going to ruin all that lovely growth there, and that's been protected last couple of nights. We've had down to -1 here in the countryside, so that has been really good. So my number 4 is Hydrangea. So I don't know if anyone has watched the video, not so popular, but this is my Nan's. Nan's still with us, but I did 5 cuttings there now. One's really doing great. There's a couple, if you just make out there, the shoots are at the bottom there, so that's got a decent root system below. I will prick these out in another couple of weeks, I think, before they start to get established and make them individual plants. I think I've got 3 out of the 5, to be honest. See, even that's got root systems on it, and that's not showing anything. So I think I've got 3 out of the 5, which is pretty good. I'll be really happy with that, and they'll go straight into the borders. And then finally, my Clematis Montana. So again, like I said, I moved out, so I've lost the original ones. However, these are doing all right as well. Now, I haven't had this in anything, any greenhouse or polytunnels or anything for the last few weeks since I've moved. They've just been sat outside in all the elements, and they've done amazing, really. So I will prick one out for you, just to show you. So they're not the obvious, but you can see a little bit of growth down here towards the bottom. I'll prick one out and show you what's going on underneath. but exactly the same method as the video that I shared with all you guys, and I'm super happy with what's happening underneath. Probably, I'm going to say I probably only got half of what's in there. There's a lot going on underneath the soil with these, so let me prick one out. So I'm just going to use a pencil, sort of dig around. I'm going to choose this one. It's decided to put itself forward a little bit. Get as much root as I can. I'm just going to pop it in this multi-purpose compost. See, there won't be massive amounts of roots. Let's see what we can show you. There we go. Now if you can just see them just there. There we go. So not massive amounts of roots, but they're doing really well. There's a lot happening below the soil with these ones. So I'm really happy. I think I'll probably get half of them. I think I did about 10 or so. So I'm going to go ahead and drop them in. And I'll give them a really, really good water. As you can see, nice and damp underneath, although the compost looks dry on top. Might even give them a little support. And there we have it. Now I apologise, it seemed to have taken me ages to do this update. But I hope you enjoyed it. A little update of what I've been doing in the background since October. Hi wifey, she's looking at me. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know down below if there's anything you want to get into, anything you want to see, anything I can share with you. So until next time guys, I'll see you in the garden.